What's up, Gear Cowboys? Trey Xavier here. On today's edition of Gear God's Quality Control, we're going to be taking a look at this here pedal baby from Orange Amplifiers. Stick around. Well, folks, this may very well wind up being the shortest review we've ever done of anything on Gear Gods. The Orange Pedal Baby 100 is a 100-watt pedal platform amp. It has 3 knobs: bass, treble, volume, on-off switch, a light, 2 speaker cable outputs, and a power cable and an input. And I'm reaching for things to point out to you. It has a faceplate and little rubber feet too, because it doesn't get any simpler than this. It's Class AB, which is a little different from most solid state amps these days. Class D is kind of where people are going in general because it's extremely light and you get a lot of power out of it. This, they wanted it to sound a certain way. If you're heavily invested into pedals, you're probably very picky about what you're gonna play through. I think people want their pedals to sound the way that they're supposed to, as clear and clean as possible. They want the pedal to be the sound of their guitar, and they want just almost nothing in the way of it. So you want something that's very clean. There's no gain knob on the pedal baby. It's pure clean volume, start to finish. I haven't turned it all the way up, so I can't 100% absolutely tell you that. I'm sitting right next to the speaker, so I'm not gonna turn it up that much, but I can tell you, even on the second notch here, it's starting to get pretty loud. 100 watts, even solid state, is a lot. And I'm not really worried about whether or not I can push this 4x12 to a point where it will deafen me, because it absolutely will. I've got the amp going through a Rev 4x12 over here. It's mic'd up with a single SM57. Once again, as simple as we could make it. So let's see what this thing can do. So as you can see, I've got 4 pedals on my board here, starting with the Orange Bax Bang Guitar, which is a preamp and an EQ. I've got the Rev G4, which is the distortion pedal, and I've got this Arts and Bloodshed fuzz pedal for sort of gain pedals. And then here we've got the brand new Seymour Duncan Dark Sun digital delay and reverb, which is crazy. It's got a lot going on. I'm not gonna try to go into it too much. I'm just gonna stick with this one preset that I found that I liked. Here's the sound of the guitar going straight into the amp, into the cab, nothing else. All the pedals are off. So as you can hear, very clean, but still with a little bit of character. It's not completely flat and dull sounding. It sounds like a guitar amp, not just like a hi-fi amp. Like I said, it's a pedal platform amp. Let's try out some of these pedals with it. First, we're gonna try the Orange Bax Bang Guitar, which I would imagine would work pretty well with it since it's an orange pedal, orange amp. So now we've got a preamp and a power amp together. Voila. Problem, of course, with the pedal platform amp that's this clean, you turn up the gain and it also turns up the volume. Let's give it a little bit of delay and see what happens. All right, let's try it with something a little more metal. All right, now let's try it with a fuzz pedal. Now let's try it with a little bit of ambient effects. Well, to be completely honest, I'm not really sure how much I can actually say about this amp because it's basically a ghost of an amp. It's extremely transparent. It reproduces the sound of whatever goes in front of it and whatever comes after it, of course, being the cab. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty portable. It comes with this handy bag. And it's orange. You know, you can dial in some treble and bass if the cab that you're playing through is like too bright or too dark or too bassy or whatever. And basically the rest of it's gonna be up to your pedal board. It's an amp that sounds like your pedal board. So if you've got a great pedal board, you're probably gonna get a great sound out of it. And if you have bad pedals and you're bad at dialing them in, then it's gonna sound bad. But you can't really blame the amp. It's gonna be your pedals. So that's the pedal baby. Ta-da! I also think it might make a really great companion to like floor modelers like the AX8, like the Helix, HX Stomp, Atomic Amplifier, anything like that. Anything you've got that's already got a sound, you just have to make it louder. That's the jam. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, mash that subscribe button for more reviews and original content. And if you would like to get your name on this list with all of these fine people right here, you're gonna wanna join our Patreon cult in order to get access to all the cool behind the scenes, raw mix tracks, all kinds of cool stuff. You're gonna wanna head over to patreon.com/geargods, and I'll see you real soon.